Hi, I'm Jerry Prendergast, and I'm a restaurant producer. I think producing a restaurant is similar to a movie. The name came to me when I was doing a restaurant a number of years ago and hired a production designer by the name of Rusty Smith to design the restaurant. And Rusty had never worked within the restaurant world before, so he put up on his wall a chart of hierarchy just as he would for Austin Powers. And I walked in one day and my name was under the line producer. And I looked at him and I said, "What's that, Rusty?" He goes, "Well, the chef is the director, and I'm the designer, and you're the producer. You're the person I go to tell the director he can't do something." We look at the entire package. We don't come in and just say, "You know what, your food cost is too high, let's worry about that." We don't come in and say, "Oh, gee, your labor cost is too high," or just look at the design and say it's not trendy or hip enough. We come in and look at the entire package. How does everything fit together? I was at a restaurant the other evening that the design does not fit the restaurant at all. It is not a total package.
Great.
I like clients with passion, whether that be the landlord side or the tenant side. Whether I'm representing the developer who has an incredible piece of property that he wants to see with a great tenant in it and we're putting a deal together, or whether a young chef comes to me with great passion about what he wants to do, that's the client I want. That's the client I really fall in love with. What are those things that we keep in order to make the restaurant good, and what are those things we give up to keep it from going broke? That is an ongoing negotiation between teams of people that eventually will lead to a great final project. Well, I mean, just the view from the windows here gives you an incredibly comfortable area to eat in, an incredibly comfortable place to deal with other people. Okay, especially the water features outside. It's just a very comfortable dining area. It allows the outside to come in. The biggest difference between opening a Michelin three-star restaurant and a local pub is finding the talent. Finding the talented waiters, the talented cooks, the people who are capable of knowing the minutia that is required for a Michelin three-star restaurant versus a pub. Just as opening a pub requires finding that talent, finding the personalities who can make a lower end place fun and enjoyable. We have a selection of china glass and silverware for a client in Waikiki, a high-end Japanese buffet project. Oh, I'm sitting here looking at stuff I'm thinking about drinking out of. I think this would make a great Manhattan glass. It's just the right size, the right shape. It feels healthy in your hand. It feels like something you want to hold, as opposed to some glasses just look beautiful, but you don't want to touch them. A water glass, nothing else. A nice martini glass, but not a perfect martini glass. Perfect martini glass should be slightly taller, wider brim on the top. Well, right now I'm doing a lot of projects in Hawaii, which is great fun. Just simply having a different environment to work in is so much fun. I'm Jerry Prendergast, not just a restaurant consultant. I'm a restaurant producer.